I think the war is for your mind. It's for your opinion, for your creation. They want you to feel a certain way so that they can bring what they want to bring into our reality. And it's really kind of, it seems like it's backfiring on them. Everybody is coming to this point on where they're starting to think on their own, and I see it everywhere. People are just saying, hey, we know who's doing this, we know who's behind this. There's enough stuff that's been brought out and brought to the front. They can keep those files and shove them up their ass, and I'm sure they already have, because they like doing weird shit like that. But everybody knows, and nobody knows what to do. But when the people start coming out, because everybody knows, it's going to make people feel more comfortable in speaking against our oppressors, and we'll come together even more in the future here. I wish it wasn't so, but the people that are dying, they're not dying in vain. There's a tipping point where the people feel like it's going to happen to them, or it could happen to them, and it's just changing right now. Everything that I see, and it's weird. The AI stuff is going 180. Everybody's against AI now. Not like against it, like we don't want it, it's gonna take our jobs, but against it like this is a scam, this is a fraud, you guys are lying to us, and it's not paying out like anybody said it would or anything like that. It's not capable of doing anything that anybody was promising us, and it's all falling down. And then the wars, everything like that. This whole social media of, what you can see, I don't believe any of it. They could tell me that we bombed the shit out of Iran and everybody's fucking dead over there. There's nothing but a parking lot, and I wouldn't believe it. If I was shown something like that, I would think that it was already like that. Or, I mean, we look at the deserts and things like that. I see people showing photos, aerial photos of all this stuff. There was cities and stuff here a long time ago. So when you see something all wrecked, how do you know what it was? What? This whole thing, it's just a big act. It's just a big act, and I think that we're coming out of it, and people, the answer to it is the golden rule and doing it yourself. Don't expect anybody to help you. I mean, it's almost kind of rude to help people in a way where you do it for them or something like that. You gotta help them by helping them see what you've done in the past and what's the correct procedure to do it. That's the way that you help them. But if you can't do it yourself, then you're gonna be subject to what somebody else deems, and then we all have enough time for ourselves, but how do you get somebody else's time? That's like usury. We all get a certain amount of time, and we could combine that time, but you can't just use people. This whole money thing is stupid. If you don't need it, then I guess you don't need it, and we're putting ourselves into slavery for all these chains. There are more and more chains. You have to be a bigger and bigger slave, and the more you're a slave, you can't enjoy the things that you want. It's all a trick. You could say, I'm just bitter or whatever you want. I'm not having a hard time. I'm not bitter. I don't see any future for anybody. And I think it's an ego thing. If it has to be anything, as I hate to be fucking fooled, and everybody around me is fooled, so that I don't even have a choice to be anything but fooled. But I'm not fooled, so I have to go along with this stuff, and so it's oppression. It's an attack. It's violence against me, and I feel like I don't want to be Gandhi and lay down and be like, oh, it's okay, I love you still, you know, you could enslave me and do all this stuff, I feel sad for you. No, bullshit. I don't want to do that. I mean, nobody wants to, but I guess, you know, I'm gonna have to say no, I'm not gonna do that, and then you're gonna have to try to punish me for not being in your little group. But the group is fucking stupid, so who the fuck is gonna enact the punishment? Somebody that is so weak that they can't go against the group. They can't, even though they know that it's bad for me, it's bad for them. They can't just go against that. They just blindly follow all these things and do all these bad things. I don't know. I don't want to make a big, long, huge video. Everybody knows the way that I feel, but maybe we need to tell other people about this, or I need to tell other people about this. This is what I'm trying to do. I try not to. I get upset and I make offensive videos, I guess, where people don't like it. I call you stupid or whatever. I don't know. We're all stupid. But we were born into it. We all have the capability of coming out of it. You just have to think for yourself. I guess that's what I'm going to title this, is Think for Yourself. I've already had them, you decide, and what's the answer, all that stuff, but we'll try to think for yourself. Have a good day.